Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? I've got a coffee I haven't used in a while. I found it in my pantry. Hang on 1 minute. That is really, really very, very good. I think I picked this up at the local grocery store. Pete's Coffee right here. I think I picked this up at either Heinen's or Giant Eagle or Mark's. I can't remember which one. But boy, is this a good, bold cup of coffee that has a real nice edge to it. This is a dark roast French roast. Check that out, huh? We've used this on the show before, and I'm getting low. I got my last little bit right here. A coffee forward, wood smoke, and burnt caramel. Boy, is this good. I mean, it's got a real nice edge to it, a nice, bold flavor. Really, really terrific. Hang on. Absolutely fantastic. And as we like to say in the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. Okay, one more sip. This is really very good. I can't remember if I purchased this or if someone sent it in. If someone out there sent it in, my apologies for not recalling who it was. If it was you, please comment below and let me know. I'm going to take another sip. Absolutely fantastic. And hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very, very much for the lift. I really do appreciate it. If you are one of those folks out there listening to the podcast, thanks very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate that. Boy, we've got a great show for you this morning. First of all, we got a great shaving tip that also involves a little bit of a device. And I sure hope the gentleman who sent in this shaving tip makes those available again, or you can make your own. But boy, I thought it was really a neat device. So kind of a shaving tip and a shaving tip device kind of a thing. Well, stay tuned. You'll see. I thought it was really, really neat. So again, I hope he sold them at one time. I hope he decides to sell them again, or maybe, well, you can make them yourself, I guess, is what he says as well. We also have a couple of shave den visits that are absolutely awesome. Jim from Northfield is going to give us the big reveal of what he got in the way of vintage Gillette razor. And we also have a viewer all the way from Germany with an absolutely awesome shaving den. Stay tuned for that. We have some great comments and refill. We have some great items in new wet shaving gear. We're also going to revisit a couple of items we talked about previously in a little more detail, thanks to the viewers out there. Some great questions and comments, and stay to the end because there's really something very neat that Robert Ross sent along. I will have a link to it, but we'll have a little bit of discussion about it. It really is neat. I mean, really, really terrific. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, looks like a really, really great show. So I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. So let's kick things off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Steve Torgerson. Steve, I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. It's Torgersen. Torgerson. I think that's how it is. I hope I got that right. Anyhow, Steve writes, "Hi, Mark. I like the idea of using dice to track the uses of blades. It works well with my invention, the blade pillow. Thank you for providing news, ideas, and directions to the rabbit hole." Your cyber pal, Steve Torgerson. Yeah, this is a great idea that we've talked about in the past, but maybe some new viewers to the channel have not seen this. The way you track a blade use is to get some dice and then just set it in front of the razor blade in some way, and then that way you'll know how many uses that razor blade has had. And this invention from Steve, the blade pillow, is terrific. I absolutely love this. That would look great in anyone's shaving den. So not only do you get a tip, but you also get this great looking blade pillow invention that Steve has made, and he offered it online at one time, and I wrote him about it. I said, that is fantastic. Did you come up with that? And he said, thanks, Mark. I made a batch years ago and put them on eBay. There was no interest. Anyone could make them. The posts are heavy gauge nylon string trimmer line. Some scraps of nice wood, a belt sander, and a drill press make quick work. Dip them in polyurethane and hang to dry. You don't even need to dirty a paintbrush. Well, that's great instruction, but I think there would be a great deal of interest for blade pillows, and I hope you bring them back to market and sell them on eBay or maybe on an Etsy storefront, something like that. Really, I think they're terrific, and thank you so much for sending along the photo. First of all, the shaving tip in using dice or a die on tracking blade use. It's a great tip. Again, if you're new to the channel and you didn't know this, many wet shavers out there will take some dice and will take a single die and place it in front of a blade and have that die set to the number corresponding to the number of uses that the blade has had. That way they know how many uses that razor blade has had. But to have yours on these blade pillows is fantastic. You could just line them up as you did, put the blades there, put the die in front of each of those blade pillows. Absolutely fantastic tip. So thanks very much for sharing the tip and also the blade pillow with all the viewers out there, Steve. Really do appreciate it. And to say thank you, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it here on the morning shaving tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Steve, thanks again for a great tip and a look at a really neat invention, the blade pillow. Really do appreciate it. Well, we've got a couple of Shave Den visits this morning. First up, Jim from Northfield, and he reveals that rare Gillette vintage razor find. He sent along a photo, and he wrote, "Hey, Mark, as promised, here is the photo of the special vintage Gillette razors. All purchased this entire lot for just $27.22 total price. The absolute steal from this lot is the Gillette Double Ring. It was made in 1904. There were only 400,000 made compared to the millions they made of their other popular models through the years. This is very rare to find, especially with no cracks. This would probably go for $800+ on eBay. If you split up what I paid for it amongst the 5 razors, it only cost me just over $5. This was, without a doubt, the best deal I have found to date. As always, the absolute right time and right place. Have an excellent week, Jim." Wow, Jim, that is absolutely a fantastic find. Wow, congratulations. There you go, folks. A little bit of homework, a little bit of patience, know where to look, know what to look for, and you never know what you're going to find. He bought a lot of razors, and in there was a Gillette Double Ring and no cracks. That's really fantastic. If you've seen my late grandfather's razor on the show, that old type, that handle doesn't have any cracks either. And I think that's from like the late teens or early 1920s, maybe around 1920. But some of those razors, or many of them, will have these small hairline cracks, maybe a larger crack due to the use of torquing that handle down against the base plate and the cap to, load that razor blade, because those razor blades back then were a little thicker. So not as easy to bend as what we have today is what I'm thinking. So I think that's why over time those handles cracked. And if you come across one with no cracks, a razor with a handle like that, an old type or a double ring that doesn't have any cracks in the handle, that is really something. So congratulations again, Jim. Really terrific. Hey, our next Shave Den visit is from a viewer all the way over in Germany, Winfried Whitcup. That's spelled Winfried. Winfried, I hope I pronounced your first name correctly. And he writes, "Hi, Mark. My name is Winfried Whitcup from Germany. I am 72 years old and a German wet shaver. I started wet shaving a year ago, previously electric. Yeah, I was previously electric too. I know exactly how excited you are about the traditional wet shave coming from electric. I know exactly how you feel. And he continues here, I am completely crazy about shaving stuff. Look at my shave den, what has come together in a year. Yeah, wow, absolutely fantastic. I like your videos, especially the Monday morning mailbag. It is so cool. I wish you a very good year in 2024. The best regards and greetings from Germany, Bavaria, Winfried Whitcup. Winfried, thank you very much for sending along the photos and sharing your shaving den with us. Really, I mean, it looks spectacular. But folks, if you want an even closer look, he sent along this video. Check it out. Okay, for the podcast, I'm going to give you a little bit of a vocal tour. He has some beautiful shelving with a lot of safety razors, top shelf safety razors. He has wire basket shelving with a lot of shave soaps and aftershaves. Beautiful shaving bowl there. Straight razors mounted to the wall with some razor blades. Really kind of a neat plaque. He has shaving art framed up from Phoenix Shaving with straight razors, fine lathering bowl logo framed up. He has a beautiful gold frame mirror, and there is his reflection as he's filming. About a half a dozen Phoenix shaving brushes, aftershaves on glass shelving, an artifact razor. That's beautiful. Another beautiful wooden shelf with a beautiful wooden shaving bowl, more framed shaving art, more shaving brushes, an Arco shave stick, some glass shelving with some more beautiful shaving brushes. My gosh, just beautiful shaving brushes. Another probably a dozen shaving brushes. Absolutely beautiful tour. That was absolutely fantastic. What a great look at your shave den, Winfried. Thank you so much for sending that along. Really, really terrific. My gosh, lots of great gear there. And I saw a lot of Phoenix Shaving shave brushes there and some other items from Phoenix Shaving and just some great looking shave brushes and razors. Wow, really, really terrific. Very inspirational. I know to me, and I know to a lot of other viewers out there who want to put together their own shave den, probably going to get some great ideas from what you have there. Absolutely fantastic. So thank you very, very much for sending along the video and the terrific photos and allowing the Monday Morning Mailbag to share a look at your shaving den with all the viewers out there. Thank you very, very much. And Happy New Year to you and everyone in Germany. Again, thanks very, very much for sending along a really, really terrific tour of your shaving den. So thanks again to Jim from Northfield for a great look at a really, really terrific rare Gillette vintage razor find, and also to Winfried Whitcup for a terrific tour of his shave den. Thanks again, gentlemen. Really do appreciate it. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and More, Monday Morning Mailbag and More, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast will come right up, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and now right here on YouTube. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low, that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on 1 minute. That is a terrific, terrific cup of coffee. Once more, Pete's Coffee. This is their dark roast, French roast. Really, really terrific. Got a nice bold flavor to it. Bit of an edge. Really like this one a lot. And you know what? I forgot to mention, I'm using my Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug this morning. This came to the channel courtesy of viewer Douglas Thompson. Douglas, thank you very, very much for sending along this coffee mug. It's just got a terrific look to it. It's got that diner kind of look to it, look and profile. Just absolutely fantastic. This is something you would get at a diner, this kind of mug, and they come over and fill it up with coffee. It's got that kind of look, that kind of vibe going on. And of course, it's got the Dunkin' Donuts logo on it. Love that. America runs on Dunkin'. Yeah, absolutely fantastic coffee mug. So thanks again to Douglas Thompson for sending it along to the channel. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, again, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. We got some great comments in the refill segment this morning. So let's kick it off with something from, well, his screen name is Free Speech is Dead. I'm just going to call you Free Speech. Free Speech writes, Happy New Year, Mark. Thank you for all your wonderful videos. In early 2023, I've come back to safety razors after 25 plus years of using disposable razors after discovering your videos. What a wonderful experience it has been. Cheers. Well, Free Speech, that's absolutely fantastic to hear. And I'm so glad that the videos have helped you, but all credit to the viewers out there for sharing some wonderful information about the traditional wet shave. It's all of their input that makes this channel. Again, without the viewers, this microphone would be silent, and I mean that sincerely. So all credit to all the great viewers out there who contribute a lot of helpful tips and tricks and information regarding the wet shave. And I think that's why you came back, because we have such great viewers out there that offer such great information. And I think that inspires a lot of folks like you to come back to the traditional wet shave. So kudos again to all the viewers out there, and welcome to the traditional wet shave, and enjoy that wet shaving journey. Really, really wonderful to hear. Kevin Weiss. Kevin Weiss wrote, Happy New Year, Mark. I was not expecting a call out on the Boom Lather previous video. That made me smile. Now you are one ahead. Cheers. Kevin. Yeah, Kevin had commented in a previous Monday morning mailbag, hey, Mark, you missed the Boom Lather thingy. That was the video review I did on the Frenchie shave soap from Talent Soap Factory. Terrific, terrific shave soap. And yeah, it makes a wonderful lather, but when I did the review, I forgot the Boom Lather. I don't know how that happened. So in the previous Monday morning mailbag, we decided to go back into the shave den and do a lather with this again to show you that it's very, very much a Boom Lather experience with this shave soap. It makes heaps and heaps of lather. Definitely a Boom Lather shaving soap. So very, very happy to do that and kind of make up for my misstep in that video review. So thanks very much for pointing it out, Kevin. Really do appreciate that, and Happy New Year to you. Viewer Jonathan Nichols wrote, Happy New Year, Mark. As one who has had to relearn the pronunciation of turmeric and not turmeric, I was taught the pronunciation of Ayurveda is Ayurveda. Now, Ayurveda is spelled Ayurveda. And we talked about this in a previous Monday morning mailbag. Ayurveda is an alternative medicine system with historical roots in the Indian subcontinent. It is heavily practiced in India and Nepal, where around 80% of the population report using Ayurveda. And turmeric figures into the Ayurveda alternative medicine practice. And we talked about Vicco shaving cream with turmeric. And we'll check out the previous Monday morning mailbag for all that information on the Vicco shave cream, and again for Ayurveda. Ayurveda alternative medicine system. Very, very interesting stuff. So thanks for the pronunciation guide and all that, Jonathan. Really do appreciate it. Actually, he says here, another great Monday morning. He says, Ayurveda. I hope this helps. Another great Monday morning mailbag, Mark. Have a blessed New Year's Day and a prosperous New Year in 2024. Well, thank you very, very much for that, Jonathan. I really do appreciate it. And Happy New Year to you and yours as well. Okay, now we'll go on to the next comment. This one's from Tyler Fike. And Tyler writes, Happy New Year, Mark. Great 3MB as always. In regards to Tabak, it's in my rotation and I use it a lot. I've never had the tallow base. It's always been the vegan version. I can't argue that the tallow base was probably much better, but as far as the vegan base, I have zero complaints. It still lathers beautifully, and you can easily get a thick, rich, and creamy carpet of lather on the face. Hopefully, the no tallow formula doesn't scare too many people away. It's still great stuff. Have a great week, and God bless. Well, Tyler, thanks very, very much for your comments regarding the new Tabak formulation. We've talked about this on the channel before. Now, I'm on the other side of the spectrum in that I've only used the tallow base. I have not used the vegan base. I'm going to order the vegan base, and I'm going to get a review done on it because I've been meaning to do that, but I've ordered a couple times in the past, and they sent me the tallow base because there was still a lot of that stock left. So my understanding now, the tallow base is completely gone, and all they're selling now is the vegan base. So I'm kind of waited for this moment so that I could reliably put an order in and get the new formulation. So I'm going to be doing that, and we'll get a review done on that. That's a New Year's resolution for 2024. So Tyler, thanks very, very much for the comments regarding the vegan formula of Tabak. I'm very intrigued now, and I'm looking forward to getting it, giving it a go, doing a review on it, and reporting back to everyone. So thanks again, Tyler. Really, really do appreciate it. Viewer Jimmy V Photography writes, I prefer double wrap blades like the Phoenix Shaving Strangelet, Voskhod, and Rapira Platinum Luxe. But at least the German Wilkinson sword blades and Personna blue blades have no glue on the single wrapper, which totally works for me. And the Bic Chrome Platinum have drop. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Anyhow, and the Bic Chrome Platinum have drop, but it's only paper to paper, no glue on the blade, which is also great. You know what? This has been a great discussion about the amount of glue on certain razor blades. Some come with a lot of goopy glue on them, and some others I found I just have maybe a slight little drop here and there. Really, really interesting. What are your observations regarding glue on razor blades? Thanks very much for that, Jimmy. He continues here. I've stopped blooming or scooping. Just take a soaked synthetic brush, give it 2 squeezes, swirl in the soap like 9 times to load the brush, then whip it up in the bowl for 2 minutes. Boom, lather. Yeah, this is interesting because we had some comments regarding blooming a shave soap. And one of the viewers out there said, I don't bloom it anymore because I believe that's killing the scent. The more you put the water in there, introduce water, and then make your lather from that, you're actually robbing that soap of its scent. And here Jimmy is now going to not blooming the soap at all. I guess this is what you would call a dry load. The brush is wet, but the soap is dry, and you're just swirling it in and loading it that way. I'm going to try it. I'm definitely going to try it. And, scooping is good too, but I prefer brush loading. I like doing it that way. And again, I don't think I'm going to bloom on my next few uses here. I'm just going to go ahead and soak the brush like Jimmy does and swirl it in there several times and then build my lather from there and add a little bit of water as I go in that lathering bowl. Yeah, sounds like it might save the scent long term. That's the goal here, I think, is what Jimmy and others are saying. So thanks very much for that, Jimmy. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Robert Ross wrote, all the blades I have used are Astra SP, Gillette Platinum, and Feather. All 3 have glue and a single layer of wrapping. I have not noticed any blade misalignment on any of the blades. Robert, thanks very, very much for this. This goes back to our discussion about glue on the blades and maybe misaligning the blades. Robert, like you, I haven't noticed any misalignment at all. I guess I haven't paid close enough attention to notice anything, but like you, I haven't really noticed anything. The only time that I noticed the glue is when there's a lot of glue on the blade and the paper from the wrapper stays attached. And in removing the paper, I'm removing that excess glue just because it happens that way. But I haven't noticed any blade misalignment either. So thanks very much for that report. Really, really do appreciate it. Mike Parit wrote, awesome Monday morning mailbag. The new winning razor has slots in the bottom plate. I'll send you some pics of the 2 next to each other. My old winning razor is also polished. Hey, Mike, thanks very, very much. Folks, this is what we're going to be talking about in new wet shave gear. Mike gives us a comparison of both of these razors, the original version of the winning razor and the new version of the winning razor. So thanks very much for that, Mike. Really, really do appreciate it. Looking forward to sharing that with all the viewers. Thanks very much for sending it along. Really, really do appreciate it. Viewer James Sefton sent along this email. One of the reasons I always try to go with a tallow soap is that years ago, my dad's thumbs would always crack alongside his thumbnails, and he would mix half beef tallow and half lard and apply it. And he always said it would heal up better than any salve that he ever used. Hey, this is a really great recipe. Folks, if you're having trouble with dry skin around the edges of your thumbs or the edges of your fingers, try half beef tallow and half lard and let us know what happens. Now, I have the same problem where the ends of my thumb here, my thumb's right here, and maybe you can see a little bit there, they start to crack during the winter months. And one solution I found comes from Phoenix Shaving Galactic Shea Butter. This is wonderful. And the way you use this is, it's rather thick. It's very, very thick. So you have to scrape out a little bit and then really work it well between your hands. You know, rub your hands together, warm your hands up, liquefy that shea butter that you've scraped out, and then it becomes nice and liquid and you can move it around. And that does a great job in combating dry skin and fighting off those cracks on the ends of my thumbs. Really, really wonderful. Another solution that I've just recently found, I've discovered seems to be working very, very well. And this came courtesy of viewer Dr. Edward de Villiers out of Pretoria, South Africa. He sent along a wonderful sampling of Bundubabe shave soap, and in there was Shark Dive Aftershave Balm. And this works the same way as the Galactic Shea Butter. It is very, very dense, very, very thick, and you scrape out a little bit. And again, you work it between your hands, you warm your hands up, it becomes liquefied, and then you apply that. I am finding that this is doing a wonderful job in combating the cracking of my thumbs and my index fingers. It really does a great, great job. So I'm going to go forward with using this one post-shave as well as the Phoenix Shaving Galactic Shea Butter, and maybe alternate them, that sort of thing, and see how they work. But the Shark Dive has been wonderful. It really has been wonderful, and you know what? I'll keep using it and I'll report back and let you know what my results are. So if you suffer from the same kind of condition, check out the Shark Dive Aftershave Balm. Now, Beth Jones, we sent her the Bundubabe balm for lady wet shavers, and her review is going to be a new wet shave gear. So stay tuned for that, because that's another great balm according to her. So really looking forward to that. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, viewer Joel Torano sent this along regarding the Velocity One Swiss luxury safety razor from the folks at Tedalus. If you haven't heard, Tedalus is offering this beautiful Swiss luxury safety razor at a cost of $1,068. That includes the razor and the razor stand. If you just buy the razor without the stand, it's $900. But if you buy both the stand and the razor, it's $1,068 at the time I'm making this video. And it's an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous razor. It's made in Switzerland. It's precision machined via CNC and other high-tech operations, I guess. It is stunningly, stunningly beautiful. It really is a work of art. And again, it's over $1,000. And Joel wrote the following: "Hi, Mark. Matt from Razor Emporium did a review on this razor. I purchased one. We are told only 100 were made. My order was confirmed, and as of now, I am being told May 1st I should receive it. I will do a review when I receive it. Someone else may receive it before me and do a review. Joel Torano." Joel, I am absolutely looking forward to your review of this razor. It is an absolutely stunningly beautiful razor. My gosh, congratulations. I think that's awesome that you purchase one of these. It's absolutely beautiful. Folks, if you want to see a review of it right now, Matt from the Razor Emporium on his YouTube channel has reviewed this razor. He bought one, and he does an unboxing and a shave with it and shows you all the contents that comes with the razor and that sort of thing. And we will link it below so you can get a look at that review. But stay tuned, because sometime in May, Joel will send in his review and share his thoughts regarding the Velocity 1 from the folks at Tedalus. That's absolutely awesome. Now, I'm thinking there are going to be a couple of different buyers for this razor. I think there are those out there who have the disposable income for a razor like this. They're going to buy it, and they're going to use it every single day. They're going to enjoy it, and they're going to have something to hand down to their son, their grandson, their great-grandson, because it is a generational razor, no doubt about it. And if you're one of those out there who is able to do that, congratulations and God bless you. Enjoy that razor. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful razor. Then I think there's going to be another kind of buyer, perhaps a collector, who will buy it for the fact that they're only making 100 of them. So they're going to buy it from the collector's standpoint, maybe hang on to it, maybe see if it increases in value over the years, that sort of thing. So whichever category you fall into, if you're able to buy this razor, congratulations. I think that's absolutely awesome. And Joel, I am really looking forward to getting that review from you. I'm counting the days. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for sharing this with us and letting us know that you got this in the pipeline. And I really, really do look forward to your review. The Velocity 1 from Tedalus, and we will link to their website where you can get a look at it. It is absolutely a stunningly beautiful, beautiful razor. It's a one-of-a-kind razor, and only 100 are going to be made. So, yeah, if you have one of these, you're part of a very, very elite wet shaver group. No doubt about it. So, Joel, congratulations. Enjoy the razor. I look forward to the review. Thanks again. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Wally Pankowski very kindly and generously sent along some razor blades from my-blades.com. We've talked about these razor blades before on the show, but now we're going to be able to compare their newer silver blade to the already platinum blade that they've been marketing. Now, the platinum blade is the world's first sustainable premium razor blades. The base material comprises a minimum of 80% recycled content and is melted without fossil energy. And their mission statement states, "We aim to be the most sustainable shaving company, producing premium shaving accessories and the most sustainable razor blades in the market." And as they write regarding the platinum blades, your new favorite razor blades, gentle to skin and environment. Developed with professional barbers, the platinum-coated blades allow for the perfect hot towel shave, compatible with any standard double-edged safety razor. The razor blade wrappers feature a variety of inspirational quotes, adding a thoughtful touch and making the blades an ideal gift. Yeah, I like that touch a lot. You know, as you're unwrapping your razor blade in the morning, there's an inspirational quote to kind of get your day off and on a really, really positive note, right when you're going to have a great shave. I like that a lot. That's absolutely fantastic. But new to the my-blades.com family, their new silver blade right here. The silver blade right here on top that Wally sent along. These are their newer blade, and as they write here, developed with professional barbers inspired by traditional samurai swords, the silver blades are the go-to blades for professionals. While the blades are extra sharp and hard, these attributes allow for irritation-free shaving and precise cutting, compatible with any standard double-edged safety razor. So really looking forward to trying the silver blades and comparing them to the platinum. We have reviewed the platinum before. Love these blades. They're really terrific. Like them a lot. And again, good for the face, good for the environment. Really, really neat approach to making razor blades. So my thanks again to Wally Pankowski for very, very kindly sending along both the silver and the platinum from myblades.com, my-blades.com, sustainable razor blades. Really, really good product. promising great, great shaves. And I like the inspirational quotes that are on the wrapper of the Platinum razor blades. That's really, really a terrific, terrific touch. I like that a lot. Wally, thank you very, very much for sending these along and allowing me to share them with all the viewers out there. Folks, we'll get a review done on these again, a comparison review. We'll get a review done on the Platinums again, and we'll also get a review on the silver blades, and we'll compare the two and talk about them. And if you've used both of these, please comment below. Let us know your thoughts and your experience on using these platinum and silver blades from my-blades.com. Wally, thanks again very, very much. Really do appreciate it. Well, we have another razor blade to show you this morning. This one comes from viewer Beth Jones. Beth, thank you very, very much. Here it is, folks. Boy, this is one I'm really looking forward to using and reviewing. These are the legendary Personna crystal razor blades made in Israel right here. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. You can see here if we move this, we slide this card out. There it is right there. Made in Israel. Yeah. These blades are legendary. I mean, there have been some great, great reviews on these blades. Wet shavers absolutely love these blades. So let's show you one right here. Let's get one out and show you the wrapper and all that other good stuff. Here it is right here. This is a platinum chrome razor blade right here, okay? And my understanding is, let me see, let's hold it up like here. Platinum, it's a platinum chrome razor blade made in Israel. Now, I went up to Razor Blades Club, and you can get these at the Razor Blades Club. You can buy one, you can buy 10, you can buy 30, you can buy 100. And looks like they're still available. I don't know if they're still being made in Israel or not. I'm not entirely sure of the history of this blade, but my understanding is, and what Beth Jones said to me when she sent these are the crystal blades, the Personna crystal blades made in Israel. And its reputation precedes itself. It is really a blade that is held in high regard from what I understand, which is why I'm very, very excited to use it and review it. So my thanks to Beth Jones for very, very kindly sending these along. Really do appreciate it, Beth. And we will have a link to Razor Blades Club where you can get this Personna crystal razor blade. And again, it's manufactured by the American Safety Razor Company. That's Personna. The country of origin is Israel, and the coating is platinum chrome. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And it comes in packs of 10. So again, thank you very, very much, Beth, for sending these along. Really do appreciate it. I am really excited to do a review of the Personna crystal double-edge safety razor blades. Thanks again, Beth. Really do appreciate it. Well, Wally Pankowski is back, and this time he has a review on Accuforge razor blades. Now, we've been talking about the Accutech razor blades, which are Personna razor blades, and of course, Edgewell are Personna razor blades, and American Safety Razor Company are Personna razor blades, and how the company has kind of evolved, let's say, into these three different brands. Well, anyhow, Wally has done a review on Accuforge razor blades, which are available from the folks at Accutech. And he writes, Mark, below is the review I gave on the new Accuforge blades. Thought you might find it interesting. Today's shave was with the Accuforge blade. I used the Athena SS with the Blackbird titanium handle. The blade comes in a single black paper cover. There are no glue marks on the blade, nor are there any markings on the blade that I could see. With the first swipe, my initial reaction was that this is one very sharp blade. I was worried that there was going to be a lot of blood. I was wrong. The blade was sharp, smooth, and comfortable. Make no mistake, you will feel the sharpness of this blade. The combination of the Athena and the blade were perfect. That surprised me even more. I am not a seasoned wet shaver, so I am still trying to perfect my technique. But dang, this was a very good shave. With that said, I was very attentive to my angle and the speed at which I was shaving. I have a tendency to rush a bit, and I pay the price in blood. This blade is not an autopilot blade. It is sharp. My shave was a fantastic BBS. So my opinion as to whether this is the Personna Comfort Coated blade, just rebranded and repackaged? No. If I had to rate this blade, I would say it is closer to the Med Prep with a coating than the Comfort Coated. I am aware that there is a lot of confusion as to lab blue blades and comfort coated blades. From all I have read, those are not the same blade. The comfort coated is not quite as sharp in my humble opinion. It is smooth, although the batch I originally had was horrible. I bought a few from Razor Emporium, and they were the blades I used to compare the Accuforge. So it is my unprofessional opinion that the Accuforge is the rebranded Lab Blues and not the Comfort Coated. Are they the same as the Med Prep? I would say they are, except they have a coating which makes them much smoother to use than the Med Prep. The final part of the evaluation is whether or not the Accuforge blades are so much better than the Comfort Coated blades to be worth nearly 3 times more money. No, they are not. They are excellent, but not 3 times better than the Comfort Coated blades. I initially bought 20, and that will probably be my one and only purchase of these blades. Of course, I am not averse to having any of you buy them for me as a gift. I hope this helps some of you make a decision. Just remember, all the above was my non-professional, limited, experienced opinion. Wally, thank you very, very much for an informative and thorough review of the Accuforge razor blades. There you go, folks. I'm very, very intrigued. Sounds like a great blade. To me, sounds better than the Med Prep because it has that coating which seems to soften and smooth out a very, very sharp edge, which is what I like and which is what I prefer. And I have used the Comfort Coated, and those are very, very good. Lots of great razor blades out there from Personna, Wilkinson Sword, and other manufacturers. So this is another one to look for, the Accuforge by the folks at Accutech. Wally tells me they are available at the Razor Emporium, so we will have a link to that page where you can check them out and buy some. Wally, thank you again very, very much. Viewer Martin Ferguson from across the pond sent this along regarding a new razor called the HighProof Razor, which is manufactured in Montana. And he wrote, I was just reading about a razor called the HighProof Razor and wondered if you've come across one, and if so, what are your thoughts? I've seen them online for 110 pounds each, so not exactly cheap. 110 British pounds converts into 120 US dollars. And again, this is the proof razor, or the HighProof Razor. You can get these at highproofrazor.com. And the razor reminds me of a cross between the One Blade. Here's the One Blade core right here. It's kind of like the One Blade in that it has a pivoting head, just like the One Blade core right here. And it also has a razor head that is somewhat scalloped that comes into play when you're shaving with it. And that reminds me of the Supply fin guard right here, the Kickstart technology, this finned guard that the Supply razor has. So it kind of combines both of those into this aluminum razor, and it looks like it has a magnetic cap which will clamp down on a single edge DE blade that's been snapped in half, and entirely made of aluminum. And for $120, you get the razor and the stand. And as they say here, unlike multi-blade razors, the single-edge design ensures a smooth glide across your skin, minimizing irritation and delivering a closer, more comfortable shave, significantly reducing your chance of ingrown hairs. Try it out and experience the difference. All purchases will include 1 aluminum razor, 1 aluminum stand, and 5 double-edge blades, 10 single blades is what that is, and free shipping inside the USA. Now, they've made some improvements here, and they said, what's new and different? Magnetic Mastery, upgraded with even stronger magnets for a secure blade fit every time. So that's a magnetic cap that holds, that magnetizes, attaches to the base plate, and holds that blade in place. Extended grip, a longer handle designed for that perfect balance and ease of use. Hefty and solid. Experience the premium weighted feel with our solid handle. Flow-through design, bigger slots at the back, ensuring hair glides right through without clogging. Smooth operator, a new ridged cap design to minimize friction and give you a smoother shave. This is where I say it reminds me of the Supplies Nickstop technology, the Fin Guard. Their ridged cap seems to be working in the same way. So it looks like a really, really neat razor. Looks like a good transitional razor to the traditional wet shave if you're coming over from a cartridge, in that you get a pivoting head, but you get a single edge to work with. And because of the aluminum, I'm assuming that the weight is similar to that of some cartridge razors out there. So it might be a good transitional razor if you're moving from cartridge razors over to a single edge razors. This might be a good intermediate step before you go over to a safety razor. It looks like a fantastic, fantastic razor, $120 US, free shipping in the United States, and it's made in Montana. So my thanks to Martin Ferguson, again, for very, very kindly sending along this heads up on the proof razor, or the HighProof Razor, from HighProofRazor.com, the HighProof Razor Company. Thanks again, Martin. Really do appreciate it. Well, viewer Joel Toronto checked in again, and this time he's sharing with us his Cayuen shave bowl. Now, we talked about the Cayuen shave bowl in a previous Monday morning mailbag. Mark Bagwell shared his with all the viewers, and Joel sent along some photos and is giving his review right here. And he writes, "Hi, Mark. Referring to Cayuen shave products, I purchased a blue bowl and matching boar brush. Loved it so much, I ordered a green bowl with matching silver tip brush, purchased on Etsy. The bowl is in a class by itself. The lip around the top of the bowl keeps the lather in the bowl. The ridges help whip up a rich lather with just about any soap. When I finish my shave, I rinse the soap out of the bowl and swirl the brush at the same time. The brush cleans the bowl and the ridges clean the brush. Laugh out loud. Happy New Year, Joel." Wow, that's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful shaving bowl. Well, two beautiful shaving bowls and some beautiful shaving brushes. Folks, we will link to the website where you can check out both these beautiful, beautiful shaving bowls and also the shaving brushes. Again, Mark Bagwell really had some great things to say about it. And here Joel is confirming how wonderful the Cayuen shaving bowls are. He's got two of them. He loves them so much. So Joel, thank you very, very much for sending along the photos and sending along the review. Really, really do appreciate it. And Happy New Year. Enjoy those shaving bowls and shaving brushes. Well, as promised, we're going to get a look side by side of the winning razor, both the old version and the newer version. And this comes courtesy of viewer Mike Perrette. Now, Mike, again, I apologize. I mispronounced your name earlier in the show. I am very sorry. And he corrected me in his email. Thank you very, very much, Mike Perrette. Anyhow, he wrote, "The new winning razor has slots in the bottom plate. I'll send you some pictures of the two next to each other. My old winning razor is also polished." Well, we shared those comments in the refill segment. And Michael goes on to say, "Mark, this is Michael Perrette. I've heard my name pronounced so many ways. I've been told it's more like purr that a cat does, followed by ret, almost like the ending of Corvette." Michael Perrette. Okay, thanks again, Michael. I really do appreciate that. And again, my apologies for mispronouncing your name. He goes on to say, "Anyways, here are the pictures of the winning razors side by side. The old one is on the left and the new one is on the right." Well, these are absolutely wonderful pictures, Michael. Thank you very much for sending them along. And you can see that there are distinct differences between the old version of the winning razor and the new version of the winning razor. And Mike goes on to say, "The new one is better for sure. It's lighter, better grip on the handle, and more efficient." Well, thanks very much for sending that along, Michael. Really do appreciate it. Confirming that the newer razor is an improvement over the old winning razor. That is really, really good to hear. And as you saw there in the photos, folks, it looks like the magnet is also still in the base at the end of the handle. So that's great to see as well. So Michael, thanks very much for sending along the photos and giving us your thoughts and review on the winning razor. Really, really do appreciate it. There you go, folks. The new razor, the new winning razor is worth having. So hopefully they'll do another run of the stainless steel versions because it is a terrific, terrific razor. So thanks again, Mike. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, we've been talking about Bundubabe shave soaps and aftershave balms here on the channel. On the Monday Morning Mailbag, we reviewed some of the shave soaps. So we had a review this past Friday of Spicy Passage. Wednesday, we did a review of On the Berg. We've also reviewed Shark Dive aftershave soap and the balm. In that package that came from the folks at Bundubabe, courtesy of Dr. Edward de Villiers, was Bundubabe Aftershave Leg Balm. So we sent it on to viewer Beth Jones to get her perspective as a lady wet shaver as to the performance of this particular product. And she did the following review and very, very kindly sent it back to the channel. And she wrote, Bundubabe Aftershave Leg Balm. Ingredients: grass-fed tallow, virgin olive oil and or virgin cold-pressed coconut oil, organic essential oils. First impression: appearance reminds me of the solid coconut oil that can be purchased in jars in the grocery stores. The balm is white and solid like coconut oil, but softer to the touch due to the added ingredients listed on the label. On cold. Now, what she means here is, I just smelled the fragrance cold before use, while it is still in the jar before it is warmed and used. Now here's what she has to say. On cold, the fragrance is coconut oil forward with subtle notes of floral and powder in the background, which to me is reminiscent of the classic barbershop fragrance. Overall, a very soft, clean, and feminine fragrance that is not overpowering. However, it has a more complex fragrance than I initially thought once I began to use it. When balm is warmed to the touch, texture is slightly grainy, but as I continued to warm and soften the balm between my hands, a more complex, slightly stronger, floral, slightly sweet fragrance emerged, while the coconut oil fragrance slightly receded to the background. I also detected the subtle fragrance notes of vanilla and caramel. Once I have warmed and softened the balm in my hands, I applied it to my legs, elbows, and knees, and it left the skin soft and moisturized, but not greasy. Final thoughts. This is a much welcomed and needed skincare product addition for lady wet shavers and is an excellent shave balm that leaves the skin soft, moisturized, and conditioned. Best thing about this product is that it is multifunctional. It can be used as a quick go-to for adding some moisture in the mornings and then apply a bit more at night to have some deeper hydration that lasts well into the next day. This balm is amazing, and once warmed up in your hands, it applies like a dream, super smooth. It absorbs right into your skin and doesn't leave that irritating oily film like most moisturizing creams and balms do. Wow, Beth, thanks for an absolutely wonderful, fantastic review of Bundubabe Aftershave Leg Balm. Really do appreciate it. Folks, we will link to the product page where you can check it out for yourself. Sounds like an absolutely fantastic product for lady wet shavers. So thanks again, Beth, for taking the time to review it and sending along the review and doing such a thorough job. Really, really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. Viewer Scott Martin sent along the following email, and the subject heading reads, Happy Glue Year. And Scott wrote, Hey Mark, thanks for responding to my comment about blade glue on your Christmas show. By total coincidence, I pulled out a double wrap blade tonight to throw in my Sterling Soaps razor. I took the opportunity to check your theory that double-wrapped blades may not have glue on them. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Asco blades sent your theory down the sink drain. My Ascos are double-wrapped and also have 4 glue blobs on one side of the blade and inner paper. I've included some photos and hopefully you can see the glue on both the paper and the blade. I got some alcohol and a Q-tip and cleaned the blade off before installing it in my razor. I had an awesome shave, but would love to lose the extra step, to be honest. Happy New Year to you and your audience. Best, Scott Martin. Scott, thanks very much for the photos and doing the little extra legwork on this. I could have sworn that double-wrapped razor blades don't have glue on them. Now, we're going to check it right now on camera right now. I have 4 blades that are never been opened. They are double wrapped. Here is a Voskhod blade right here. We're going to go ahead and open this one up and let's see if we have glue on that inner paper. There's the inner wrapping right there. And we're going to open it up and let's take a look. And you know what? It sure feels like there might be a little bit of glue on the back side of that paper there. Here. Yep, it looks like, it sure felt like something was sticking there. And yeah, you're right. You're right. Look at that. A little bit of glue. It looks like about, yeah, like 4 little glue blobs. I don't think they're that much. Matter of fact, I don't even think they register with when I originally opened up double wrapped blades. I don't think I ever noticed them. I don't think that's enough glue to cause any misalignment either. That's just my honest opinion. Let me just, oops. Whoa, watch out, Mark. Holding the blade like that and bumping the microphone. All right. Close call averted. All right, we're going to kind of rewrap this so we can shave with it later on. Okay, we're just set that one aside. Here is a Treat stainless steel blade. This is the new steel blade. Treat new steel blade. Okay, and these are double wrapped. Let me open this up. Again, never been opened. We're going to open it up for the first time, and let's see what we have inside here. All right. There it is right there, and let's open this up, and let's see if we can feel anything. No glue. No glue at all. Look at that. No glue at all on that side. Look at that. There's no glue there. No glue there, and there's no glue there. There's absolutely no glue on these Treat blades, these Treat new steel blades. Double wrapped, there's no glue. Where's the glue blobs? I don't see any glue blobs there at all. No, nothing there. That's just a reflection. There's no glue there at all. I'm going to, no, I don't think is that glue? Oh, wait, you know what? I think that's a little bit of glue right there. Maybe right there. Can you see that? Maybe right there. Maybe right there is a little bit of glue, but it's minimal. It's minimal. I would say, I'd have to open up another one to see, to be perfectly honest with you. But you know what? I would say no glue, or maybe just a little bit of glue. That's the Treat new steel. All right, let's look at Rapira. Rapira Platinum Luxe. Right there. These are double wrapped. Open that up for the first time. Here we go, double wrapped blade like that. And we're going to go ahead and open this up. Oh yeah, it feels like a little bit of glue there. Yeah, I think that's got glue. Let me see here. Yeah, glue dots right there on the bottom. You can see those clearly. Yeah, so that's got glue. Again, I think it's so minimal, I don't notice it. I mean, and again, I don't think these particular blades that are double wrapped like this with that little bit of glue, I don't think that causes any blade misalignment in my razors at all. Okay, we're going to rewrap that and we'll use that down the road. The last one is the Phoenix Shaving Platinum Strangelet razor blade. Okay, this is new, never opened. Okay, like that. Open that up and let's see what we have here. Okay. Okay, and that one, it looks sure feels like it has glue. It sticks a little bit there. Yeah. There's a little bit of glue there. You can see the glue dots. Can you see those? You can see them right there. See them? Okay. Yeah. All right. So I would say all of these blades, I think the treat is a real close call. I'm going to say no glue on the treat, to be perfectly honest with you. You know what? Just to see, hang on 1 minute, I'll be right back. I'm going to get another treat blade just to see. Just to see. Hang in there, I'll be right back, hang in. I actually have 2 more, just in case. All right, never opened. Here it is, treat, new steel, right there. Let's open this up, okay? And let's see if this one has glue or not. You know what? I don't think this has glue. I really don't think this one has glue. Just the way that wrapper came off there. Let me take a look. There's a little bit of glue. There's such a minimal right there. Yeah, it's such a minimal amount of glue right there. It's like one little glue, just one little bit of glue there holding that blade in. So it's minimal. But Scott, you're right. I'm wrong. These double wrap blades have glue, but the glue is so minimal. I think that's why when I open up a blade and I look at it, I'm thinking there's no glue there, because sometimes you have to really, really squint to see it, as in the treat razor blades. And yeah, so there's glue there, folks, but it's so very, very little. And I think maybe that's what they're doing. They're double wrapping them so they can back off on the use of glue. Just a guess on my part. I don't know. But Scott, thanks very, very much for the email and the update, the heads up on that. You are right. I am wrong. A little bit of glue on those double wrap blades, but not much. And boy, those treat blades, those are close. Those are close, almost as if to say that there's no glue there at all. Very, very close. So I'm just going to rewrap these blades. I'm going to use them again down the road. And Scott, thanks very, very much for an informative email. Really do appreciate it. Happy glue year. And we have a little more razor blade talk. This comes from viewer Tom Donnarumma, who sent the following email. The subject heading reads, Razor Blade Talk Tip. Hey, Mark, hope your holiday season went well. There's been a lot of viewer talk lately about DE blades with glue spots and the closure of the Russian plant leading the conversation. A couple of months ago, I suggested that the Rockwell and Shaving Revolution blades were a good alternative choice to get great blades that did not come from the closing Russian plant. As it turns out, both of those blades are also double wrapped and do not have the annoying glue. Do not have the annoying glue spots. Just a tip for the viewers. I've placed the links below. Both are available on many sites along with Amazon. And he has the links below to these. And well, folks, again, Tom is recommending the Rockwell razor blades and the Shaving Revolution razor blades. And they're double wrapped and they don't have the glue dots. You know what? I've got a Rockwell razor blade. Hang on. I'm going to check right now. Hang in there with me. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. Here's my Rockwell razor blade right here. Brand new, never opened. Here we go. We're going to crack this one open. Let's take a look. Okay, here it is. Double wrapped very nicely. All right. Set that down. Let's open this wrapper up. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we have. You know what? I think it's got a little bit of glue. Hang on a minute. What do you see there, folks? There's a little bit of glue there. See that? Again, it's so minimal. A little bit of glue right there. Can you see it right there? I felt it as it came out of the wrapper. So, you know what, Tom? I think you, like me, did not notice the glue because there's so very little there. That's my point. There's hardly any glue there. There is a little bit of glue there, but not like single wrapped blades where they actually put on a blob of glue. But you know, the Shaving Revolution, is that what it is? The Shaving Revolution? Yeah, Shaving Revolution blades. I'd be interested to see those. I don't have any of those, but I think rule of thumb here, folks, is that double wrapped razor blades do have a little bit of glue, minimal amount of glue. So little that you could probably say there's no glue there. So little that when you unwrap them, you don't feel any resistance or any peeling from the paper. There's so little glue there, but there's just enough to hold that blade in place during transport. That's my guess. That's why I never noticed the glue on double wrapped blades, because there's so little of it. All right, we'll have links to the Rockwell blades and also to the Shaving Revolution blades. Tom, thanks very much for the email. Really do appreciate it. Well, at the beginning of the show, we promised you something special, and here we are. Viewer Robert Ross very kindly sent along a link to a YouTube video of a vintage razor commercial, actually a razor blade commercial, Personna stainless steel razor blades. Looks to be about 1963 or so when this particular commercial ran. And it really is terrific. Stepping back in time and taking a look at this commercial, which takes place in London, England. Really, really neat. So my thanks to Robert Ross for very kindly sending along the link. This vintage commercial appears on a YouTube channel called Old Razors. I went up there and I subscribed to them. You may want to also do the same. They also offered this brief history of the Personna razor blade, the American Safety Razor Company, in the video description. And it reads, American Safety Razor Company, founded in 1906 through the merger of Gem Cutlery Company and Eveready, has been a major competitor to Gillette for over a century. The company produces a wide range of personal care, medical, and industrial blades and cutting tools with manufacturing operations in several countries. Throughout its history, the company has undergone various name changes and acquisitions, including being purchased by Philip Morris in 1960. In 1963, American Safety Razor became the first manufacturer of stainless steel blades under the Personna brand. In recent years, the company faced financial challenges and filed for bankruptcy in 2010. It was subsequently acquired by Energizer Holdings and later spun off as Edgewell Personal Care. The industrial blade division was sold to an investment group and renamed Accutech Blades. Despite its complex history, Personna remains a popular and trusted brand in the blade industry. Wow, that's absolutely terrific. A great history of the Personna blade brand. And again, we'll have a link to that vintage commercial below where you can check out a vintage commercial regarding Persona's stainless steel blades. Really neat step back in time. Really, really great to see. Thanks again to Robert Ross for passing this along. It is of great interest to wet shavers everywhere to see this great commercial, a stainless steel double-edged safety razor blade, 1963, the first one introduced by the folks at American Safety Razor Company under the Personna brand. Really, really neat. Robert, thanks very much for passing this along. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another Monday morning mailbag for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark Zarady, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.